everyone. We're here today with Fr Sean Dooley, and he is a priest in Ohio, but he has quite the connection to our sisters. So, Fr Sean, do you want to share your story with us?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, sister, it's a joy to be with you, um, to connect with you today. And I grew up in St. Nicholas in Zanesville, and of course, the Franciscan sisters, they were there for a very, very long time. And I had some of the sisters as teachers, and just grew up in a family that was very involved in the parish and the school, and have two younger brothers. They still work and live in Zanesville. My brother Patrick, and then my younger brother Dennis. He works at Genesis Hospital, where the sisters are currently minister there as well. So we go way back, yeah, with the sisters. And my mom and dad, they're still in Zanesville. They run a diner in downtown Zanesville, and they do a lot of catering. I'm not a good cook like they are. I try. I really try, but I struggle with
Well, I'm
that
sure you
sometimes.
have many other wonderful talents.
Yeah, I hope. And then my mom and dad, they're the directors of Sunday school at St. Nicholas, in Zanesville. So what really grabbed my attention to the priesthood was, one, having two great aunts and the Franciscan Sisters of Christian Charity, and remembering when they would come home to Zanesville for their family visits, and just how relatable they were. Aunt Martha and Aunt Dorothy, just they were religious sisters. That's who they were, but they were our family, and just seeing how relatable Aunt Martha and Aunt Dorothy were, in the joys of our family life, and in the struggles as well. So just having that early exposure to religious life.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
since some people might know your great aunts, what were their sister names? Just
Yeah. So, going way back. So I have a great aunt. She passed away in 1898. She died when she was 24 years old of tuberculosis, and she's buried in the old German Catholic cemetery in Zanesville. Sister Antonine Hildebrand. That's going way back. And then my Aunt Dorothy, her religious name, Sister Frances Aloysius Hildebrand, and she passed away in 1998. That's hard to believe. So I was 10 years old. We went up to the funeral mass there at St. Mary's Chapel, and I remember that. I mean, the family was there with the sisters, and yeah, I remember that day. Very, very meaningful. And then my Aunt Martha, who just passed away on Holy Saturday. She was 98. Sister Frances Joseph Hildebrand. So that's our family connection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we continue to be sorry for or saddened for your loss too at the lot, and we're deeply missing her too. So it's yeah.
Yeah, she lived a great life. In one way, an end of an era for our family, but I see it also as just an opportunity, for our family to continue the spirituality of Saint Francis, of Saint Clare, that call to simplicity of life, poverty and spirit, to continue that, whether you're religious or lay or a priest. A great opportunity for us.
Yeah. So what's your favorite part about being a priest?
Favorite part, I would say, just the great honor that you have, being in people's lives. Yeah, in baptisms and weddings and funerals, just having that great honor, and being in people's lives, and sometimes offering advice through the spoken word, praying with them, of course, that's number one. And then sometimes even in those, I've learned in those tragedies that people face sometimes, learning to just to be in the, I don't know, just to dwell in the mystery, to be there in the silence. You don't have to say the right words. That ministry of presence, with individuals, with families, sometimes just being present with them. You don't have to say right thing. Yeah, you don't want to say a pious platitude either at the same time, but
Yeah.
being present as
Mhm.
Christ was and is.
Yeah. And how has COVID-19 been affecting your work?
Oh, oh my gosh. I didn't know, the Zoom website. I had no idea what that was until this hit. And, just today, we priest in our deanery, we had a Zoom meeting with the bishop, just making sure how things were going, things like that. And a couple other things too, like my parish didn't have a Facebook page. And that was always one of my projects. Like, oh, I'll get to it. We're 10 years behind. We got to hop on the train to get on the Facebook page. And well, we started now, and the people in the parish have really responded. And we've streamed mass just on the weekends. So we stream mass on Saturday evening, and that way people can join live, or people can, watch it recorded then on Sunday or something like that. So yeah, we've been playing catch up, but it's good. It's good catch up in the parish.
Yeah, for sure.
Some parishes were really ahead of the game with social media in a good way, things like that. And, my parish, yeah, we're playing catch up, but we're getting there.
better now than
Exactly. And,
so
and, it's just been amazing. The parishioners have been sending me emails and some cards just saying, hope you're doing well, Father. And we miss the church. We miss coming to mass. And I miss them too. And I live across the street from our grade school. We have a small grade school. And it's just so different not seeing the students around and everything like that. So,
Yeah. Oh, before we close, did you have any words of hope during this time?
Words of hope. Yes, I would say just keeping our eyes on the risen Lord, just keeping our eyes on the light of Christ, and that this is only temporary. It is temporary. It may take a while for things to kind of reopen back up and to get back to some normalcy, but I remind myself every day this is only temporary, and God will provide in the end, and we will all get through this. And I really think the church is going to be. We're going to see kind of a little bit of that hunger for the Eucharist, the hunger for the Scriptures, for the liturgy, a little bit more. But that's my hope.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we're grateful to have priests like you there leading us and helping us during this time. That's really wonderful. So thank you for your service during this time. Well, thank you so much, Father Sean. It's been a pleasure to talk with you and hear about your life with this, growing up with sisters in your family and how things have been. But just thank you so much for being with us today. And thank you so much for everyone tuning in, especially those who might be tuning in from Ohio, because we always love people from Ohio. Sister Claire Rose, one of the people from my crowd, she's in Ohio. She was born in Ohio, so she's very proud of being from Ohio.
Oh yeah, one of my classmates who was ordained with me, I think him and Sister
Claire Rose
were in the same high school class together.
Oh wow!
That's right. Yeah. Small world, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for everyone, and have a blessed day.
Thanks, sister. See you soon.